We finally have more detail on what kind of Medicaid cuts House Republicans are proposing in advance of budget meetings coming up this week. On May 11th, the House Energy and Commerce Committee released a proposal in advance of their May 13th markup meeting. That proposal includes deep cuts to Medicaid, including adding work requirements to Medicaid, more frequent eligibility checks, and in some cases, cost-sharing requirements. It cuts provider taxes and actually also makes changes to the Affordable Care Act Marketplace. In short, the bill would reduce federal spending by $912 billion over 10 years. $715 billion of that would come from cuts and changes to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. It would mean 13.7 million Americans would get cut from their health care coverage, and that number is a combination of 8.6 million going uninsured because of cuts to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act, and an additional 5.1 million going uninsured because of the expiration of enhanced marketplace tax credits. The proposal does not include a per-person limit as originally thought. That would have put a cap on how much spending could happen per person in the Medicaid program, and states said that would cut services and push the burden to states to pick up the tab. But in this new House proposal, the states are still on the hook and in fact would bear the brunt of House GOP Medicaid plans. The bill includes new mandates that will likely force states to revamp how they finance their programs or have to cut benefits, including a change to longstanding rules that allow states to impose taxes on hospitals and nursing homes. Some of the changes impacting Medicaid recipients would be first, a strict work requirement, making Medicaid members prove that they are working 80 hours per month to keep their coverage. More frequent eligibility checks, more paperwork to use and keep coverage, and penalties if people don't respond promptly. Cost sharing, Medicaid members would have to pay more fees. President Trump has endorsed this policy because he believes the extra requirements do not equate to a Medicaid cut. Impacting the Affordable Care Act would be shortened open enrollment periods, tightened income verification requirements, blocking DACA recipients from getting marketplace plans, and making it harder to automatically renew at the end of the year. Also included federal funding cuts to groups like Planned Parenthood. The bill would also lower the federal share of payments to states that have expanded Medicaid if that state allows undocumented immigrants to get Medicaid, and that's targeting states like California, Washington, and New York. So what's next? House Energy and Commerce meets on May 13th for a markup meeting. They'll debate and advance the bill. It ultimately has to get approved by both the House and Senate before it goes to the president's desk for a signature. You can read more on that proposal that was just released. We link to it in the description below.